Hello, and welcome to another special legislative edition of Chamber Chat. We're here today with the Ward 2 candidates for City Council. We have Jeff Taylor and Daryl Gillenbeck. Daryl couldn't be here today, so we're hoping we'll hear more from him later, but we do have Mr. Taylor. So thank you for being here today. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you. I
Awesome.
appreciate the opportunity to come up and maybe say something, get people fired up and get them coming into our community.
Awesome, that's great. Well, so tell us about your vision for our community.
Sitting on the council now for 4 years and also being involved in the school board 4 years on the hospital board, I've kind of seen growth in southern Logan County, and I want to kind of continue to see that growth, bringing it further north and possibly getting new businesses to start up. We've got some that I know that's kind of coming. We lost our person that did that before, Cody, and so he and I had some ideas and had kind of gone out and talked to some businesses, and we were hoping maybe they would come, but now they're kind of falling back on us. But that's going to change because I think Guthrie's going to grow. There's a lot of properties that's available here. We've got the 80 acres out east of town that we're getting some stuff kind of set up on that now. I think that'll take off. I think my father said it right. He said, you have to work hard if you want things done right. Well, we're going to have to work hard, and as a councilman, I think we've done some good things, and I think we're going to continue to do some good things.
What opportunities do you see our community having over the next decade?
I think with our new city manager, he sees some potential here already. Some businesses that can be expanded. There's some new businesses I think he's kind of figured out that they're interested in coming, and we just need the right person to get them kind of goose them a little bit, as I call it, and kind of get them started. I think it's exciting. I see potential growth rapidly going down South Division. That's where Guthrie's going to start to grow. We're kind of at the point where we're on the east side of town now. We've kind of grown out, and you're on I-35. We've got several new businesses that have located the 2 new truck stops, so that helps. But I'd like to kind of encourage some of the businesses now to go down South Division and then out onto I-35 complex around the John Vance area. And with the rural water, with us getting that settled, I think that's going to be exciting. And visiting with the rural water district guys, they're really happy to get this out of the way. And I think possibility, just my opinion, we need to build now a pretty good sized water line out there to help fight fires.
What was your plans to capitalize on those opportunities?
I think working with the council, we've got some ideas that we'd like to see done. It's just some things that we're not at liberty to say right at the moment.
I understand.
And that's just part of it. But there's some things out there that's kind of in the works. I think we're going to take off. I really do. I've got some property that it's on the master plan to begin building homes on. We really desperately need more housing, apartments. I know there's a young generation that's coming along. I guess when you get to be close to 60 like I am, I guess I'm considered an old fuddy-duddy now, even though I'm going, I don't think I am, but maybe I am. But I want to see this next generation come along with some nice housing. And when I drive down to Quail Springs Mall, and I see all the apartment complexes going in, I'm thinking that's the kind of stuff I'd like to see at Guthrie. I know we're really close to taking off. I'd like to see some stuff maybe to the southern part of the Guthrie area, Guthrie proper, begin building some stuff like that. I know there's some people that's talked about it. That would be my goals, to see more housing and some new businesses. And just some ideas like that.
What are present day challenges that you think their community is facing?
I think your funding, where you're going to get your capital from to start some of these businesses up. Now, if it's a big chain, I'll just use Walmart or Sam's or somebody like that. Well, they've got the money; you don't have to worry about that. But if you're, let's say you're a small farm implement dealership or something, or a feed business that you want to start up, that's the thing. Will our interest rates begin to climb? I noticed the other day they had, not gone up. As long as we can kind of hold the interest rates down, and I don't want moms and dads that have a lot of money set aside. They're not getting a lot of money back on their money they've got at banks. But you need some of that to go up. But that would be my worry, would be that would we not have enough capital? And I don't mean the city doing this. I mean private individuals having the help, and the city's got opportunities to work with the chamber as well as other economic development, opportunities. Getting those things going. That's the thing I worry about is, will there be enough capital? Will there be enough money set aside to help you start your small business? And that's the backbone of America, small business. So yes, I think that would be the only thing I'd be worried about would be, will we have enough capital outlay? Otherwise, I think we'll take off.
What would be your plan to address these challenges specifically?
I don't want my government telling me I've got to do this and I've got to do that. I want this to be, let's see if we can help them. Let's kind of maybe push them in the direction in which they've got somebody that has that kind of cash outlay. Yes and no, I guess, in a way, because yes, you're going to have problems no matter what. No, hopefully there's enough money set aside that it'll take off and help you out. I honestly think that I have some ideas what I'd like to see done, but I'll just kind of we've kind of been holding back to kind of wait. As the council, we've kind of discussing some things amongst ourselves to try to encourage new business to come in. And the main thing is really just get out of the way more than anything. If we just get back and say, hey, what do we do? What do we need to do for you? Bring your business here. We'll help you, and then get out of the way and let them take off.
What qualities do you think make you a good leader?
I will listen. Now I know I'm talking probably too much right now, but that's the one thing I've always said. I will listen to your ideas. I will listen to what you have to say, your concerns. If you've got a better idea, I say bring it, because I've always said I'm not the smartest cookie in this, out there. It's crumbling around. I want to have somebody's got better ideas. Bring them up. Tell me. Then I'll go present them. Or I can say, hey, so and so's got some ideas. Let's let them speak. Let's let them stand up here and say a few things. Let's see what we can get done. So I think really mine is listening and then trying to help as best I can. Or maybe, as I said, just get out of the way. let things happen.
Accomplishments require collaboration. How do you work to help others in finding common ground?
I think if you stop fighting with one another, I think more than anything, if everybody just kind of sits down and listens, I've noticed that in different organizations, that if you get to fighting with one another, you tend to, it's my way or the highway. Well, I don't like that idea. I think that if you get together and sit down and work together as a group, whether it's the city, whether it's your economic development arm, whether it's your chamber, whether it's any other groups that's out there that want to sit down and help you move things forward, I think that's the way you've got to do things. I think working together more than anything helps. The councils, we've got some ideas, but like I've been talking, I said, I think it's great, but I don't want the council making all these determinations. I want people, there's people out there that's got great ideas. I want to see them come up and bring them up here so we can work together and push things forward.
What 3 things do you think are wins for our community?
Right now, with the new truck stops going in, that's a win-win, big time. And I see other businesses that have moved in. We've got a nail company down here. I know Stewart Industries moved out on my mail route, so I carry mail out to them. But they still have some stuff here. I think our airport is a big win-win right now. There's some things coming possibly out there. I'm visiting with Trey Ayers, who's their chair out there. He and I visited on lots of things. It's good to have a Guthrie Edmond Regional Airport. If you go out on a lot of weekends, you'll see jets flying in and out of there. I'm really impressed. T. Boone Pickens, and me being an OSU fan, a lot of times parks his jet here. Then people pick him up and haul him to the games. So there's somebody that sees Guthrie's potential and says, hey, I'm going to stop here. And I know he spent some nights here. And that's the kind of person that once you get people like that coming in, they bring things in. They bring other people in here. So there's several things that's helping. There's more things that want to happen. I can't really say anything right now. I'm not at liberty to say what's going to happen out at the airport, but there's some exciting stuff I think is coming on that. So that will be great for Guthrie. There's several businesses that I know they're looking at, are looking right now to locate here. I think that's going to be exciting.
What's one thing that you would want the people of Guthrie to know about you?
I've been a rural mail carrier for 35 years. I've been on school board, been on the fair board, been on the hospital board. I've kind of followed in my dad's footsteps. I guess in a way, Dad says now, don't get too many irons in the fire, because he said you can't keep up with it. And there's been some days that I go, out the door, I go screaming off to work, and I'm thinking, gosh, I've got too much stuff I've got to do. But then at the end of the day, when you see things is getting done or have gotten things done, then it's a successful day. You're thinking, okay, it's just great. I'm moving forward. I think it's things are working out. But I still farm, and I like to go to football games, basketball games. I'm a big baseball fan and a big wrestling fan. So you can kind of see where I go. I go to Oklahoma State and watch all the games up there as much as we can and spend as much time as we can as a family. My daughter's a junior this year at Oklahoma State. And of course my wife is down now working for about the last 10 or 11 years at the Capitol. So I think more than anything, family. I think that's something too. You just something that most people don't get to spend a lot of time with their family, and I try to do that. I feel like family first more than anything, and so like I said, I'm excited about what happens in your community. And hey, I'll say go win.
Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here.
You bet.
Yeah,
you bet. No problem.
And as we always close our chamber chat, we like to say, community
wins.
Thank you.